Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Tuesday with Tom and David Lemon. David, thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely. Welcome,
Hey,
Tom.
if you've joined us before, you know this is super valuable. I get excited for it. David gets excited for it. And hopefully, if this is your first time, you'll get excited for it. And if this is your numerous many times, welcome back. And we hope you're as excited for today as I am. This is going to be a great live interaction. And we're going to have fun. And the good news is David is the super expert behind the scenes. So if I blow something up, he's there to help me save it. So I appreciate that. And as you may know, if you've been here before, David's also in the background answering any questions that you may have related to GroovePages, GrooveSell, GrooveFunnels. And if you have any questions anywhere, just post them and he'll see if he can help you or point you in the right direction. As for our time together, if I could show the little intro slide here. Today, we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you actually how to integrate GrooveSell with GroovePages in a live example that I created. And you'll see it as we walk through and show you how I made from a template. I took the base template and revised it and made a offer page that is now also integrated with GrooveSell where people could click and go purchase it. And a couple other things that I'll share with you as we go through it. So I'm pretty excited to walk you through this. So you can learn how to set up an offer page, how to tie it in with GrooveSell. And David just showed me a cool new feature that was just released that I'll play around with. Fingers crossed. I remember how to do it, but he's there to back me up if I forget along the way, that I think you'll be excited for as well. And when you do the two, I mean, GroovePages allows you to set up the opt-in pages. It allows you to set up the offer pages. And then GrooveSell is, and by the way, GroovePages you integrate with your autoresponder service. So any Aweber, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, etc., you'd integrate that with GroovePages. Then when you go over to GrooveSell, that also, the integration you did with GroovePages works over in GrooveSell. So if people abandon cart, for instance, because when you're creating the product, you get in GrooveSell, you're actually creating how people can pay you. And so you name the product, you give the product a price, you give different payment options, you connect it with how you're going to collect that payment, whether it's PayPal, Stripe, or other payment gateways. And then you can do cart abandonment. And so with the autoresponders that you integrated, if someone abandons cart in a multi-step checkout process, they could go to a different list, which then you follow up with them. Hey, Tom, I noticed you were purchasing such and such product, and for whatever reason, the technical issue prevented you from doing so. I'm here to help. And you now guide them to continuing and finishing that purchase. And at the same time, for those who completed the purchase, then you send them to your buyer list of that particular product, which puts them on a whole different path as well. So we're going to go over all that today. But prior to that, I shared a lot in the first 3 minutes. Let me see who is here with us today. So go ahead and share in the chat room here where you're joining in from. And I'm going to click over to the comments and see who I see. So Nicholas, you guys rock. Thank you. It's always good to see you here. Okay, the second comment. Hello, everybody. Good to have you here. Let me jump to the next slide. I see you. If that was you that commented, hello, everybody. Good to have you here. I see you as Groove. Oh, that's Groove Digital. Oh, my goodness. Hey, it's Groove Digital. That's David. Good stuff. All right. So there you are. David did that. I thought that was this one here, Facebook user. I jumped ahead. So there we go. Facebook user Dean is in the house. Dean, no matter what Dean does, if he follows this every single time, he still shows up as Facebook user, unless he joins from some, I think, YouTube stream or something like that. So Dean, always good to see you here. Let's see who else we got here. So, all right. So my mind jumped. Isn't it funny how your mind can do that? And keep in mind, when you're playing in GroovePages and GrooveSell, you'll think you did something. Like, I'm pretty sure I did that. And you rewind the activities. Like, oh, you know what? I didn't do that. Our mind plays tricks on us sometimes. And all this, good to have you here. Christine, good to see you here again. A regular attendee, Missouri in the house. Darcy, hi, Tom and David from sunny Vegas. All right. Hopefully it cools down a little there. I heard it's been a little bit excessively hot. Maddie, Groove Mail. Yes, Groove Mail is out. I have yet to play around with it. As with anything, you know, and this is just anybody who's done any software. I mean, look at Bill Gates. How long has he been doing Microsoft? Is Microsoft perfect? Hell no, right? So no matter how long software is in development, it's a never-ending process. So you have to have patience. You have to have internally with yourself and the learning curve. and externally with the development team, because they're continuously and constantly fixing and making improvements on the software, just like Microsoft, who's been, he's not any longer, but I'm sure he's doing okay, and not any longer the wealthiest person in the top public rated wealthy people list. He was number one for like 40 years with a software that's never been perfect. Far from it. But that's the great part. So have patience. And I'm saying that from my own journey of emotional maturity, because there were times I wanted to pick a laptop up and chuck it out the door. And many times it was Microsoft related, by the way. I will just say that. That's why I switched to Mac back in 2007 and never looked back. But GrooveMail is out, and I'm super excited to go play with it. And when I do, I'm going to recognize, there's going to be a learning curve for me because it's a new software. Yes, I've worked with others, so I have that experience, but it's new, and I'll have to manage my way around how to use it to get the most from it. And B, it's brand new, so I'm of course going to recognize, oh shoot, that didn't work the way I thought it would, or oh, whoops, I noticed that's not working. It must be in process. So just keep that in mind as you go through all this. But I just left Mike's house, as you know, or maybe don't know, the rule I've talked about in many of our trainings is never assume anyone knows who you are. So my name is Tom Beal, and I worked with Mike Filsaime from 2006 to 2011. We produced many software products, many product launches, numerous $1 million product launches in a row, to the tune of 25 plus million in that time frame, impacting thousands and thousands of lives throughout the world, spoke on stages throughout the world, and have been great friends in doing so. I just left his house from a little holiday party he had last weekend at he and Michelle's house, his wife, who used to work with us back in the Long Island office, and got to spend some great time with them, as well as many other Groove team members. And I can tell you this is going to be, it already is a force to be reckoned with, but it's going to be a staple in the marketing community. They're putting it all in. They're all in on this. It's super exciting to see where it is, and more exciting to see behind the scenes as to where it's going. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me and everybody part of the Groove family. So yes, Maddie, great bringing that up. It is there, and there's always great stuff happening. There's Facebook user Dean in the house, David in the house. Good to see you. Dwight, hey man, good to see you. Hi everyone. Melissa, Dwight from the UK. We are international already. Nicholas from Mesquite, Nevada. All right. Melissa, Virginia, Pierre. Hello, guys. Hey, Pierre. Ron from the Netherlands. I always love having our Netherlands friends here. Ron's a great marketer himself, and good to have him in the house here. Analdis from Chicago. Rob, is this live? Nope. Totally recorded live. Totally recorded. Hopefully you caught the joke in that. Yes, this is live. Veronica, hello from Boston. David, Shadrach, hi Melissa, there we go. John, hi Tom, Colombia, South America. All right, more international people here with us. Pierre, Quebec in Canada. David, yes, this is live or recorded, just with super technology that can read in live action. It's totally live. Maddie, I'm super excited about this as well. The GrooveMail, yes. Simone from Perth, Australia. Good stuff. I love my Aussie friends. I hope all is well down under. Rob Lohman, yes. Facebook user, Randallstown, Maryland. So Facebook user from Randallstown, Maryland. Go to this link right here, streamyard.com/Facebook. You do that once, and I will be able to see your name all the time, unless you're Dean. Dean's the only one that has broken that system. And Roke Cashone, Roke from California. Good to have you here. So we're all in the house. For the Facebook users that I mentioned, go to streamyard.com/Facebook user. If I didn't mention your name, you're one of those that need to do that, so I can see you inside here. So Saulo from Brazil. Good to have you from Brazil. Awesome. And another happy Aussie here. All right. Another Aussie that I see as Facebook user. So my Australian friend, go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and I'll be able to see your name moving forward down under. Matt from Irvine, California. Awesome. So we are all over the US, all over the world, and we're here to learn how to maximize the usage that we get from GroovePages and GrooveSell. And that's what I'm excited to share with you today. Let me jump over to see if I'm missing anything. and we'll jump right in. Okay, so every Tuesday up to this point, we've had a challenge, and I'll make this challenge again today. If you learned what we're talking about today and just feel inspired to go take massive action, which I highly encourage you to do, and you go create an opt-in page or a sales page using GroovePages, and if you're using a sales page, use GrooveSell as well. Between now and next week, tell us about it here. Share the URL that you've published. It can be published within GroovePages. And if it's live, we'll be able to go give you a brief critique and tell you what we like about it and tell you what we would recommend to possibly modify it to maximize your effectiveness and conversions, etc. Shannon said there's quite a few hours from us down under. Yes, it's a big time difference for sure. So I appreciate you spending the time with us and investing that from wherever you are around the world. I'm going to make it worth your while. That's my promise today. And as mentioned, I'm going to show you how to integrate GrooveSell with GroovePages on a live offer page that I created. And it has buttons that are integrated with GrooveSell that actually could collect and will accept payment. I've chosen PayPal and or through my Stripe account. And you'll see that all in motion as we dig in. Tell Dean to log into StreamYard again. It logs people out sometimes and have to re-authenticate. Darcy, yeah. Tell you what, Dean's sharp. Dean's pretty sharp, and he's done a lot of different things. But I appreciate everyone looking out for each other. That's what this community is all about. We help each other out. If you make it over the river, build a bridge so that people who come after you can make it over that river as well. So I appreciate your help there, Darcy. That's awesome. All right, so I am going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. And I'll just go with entire screen in case I get crazy and want to go elsewhere, which I normally do. And I have to be told by David to let people see what I'm seeing. So here we are. So if you go to app.groovefunnels.com and you log in, this is the starting page. And so I'm just going to say this. If you've joined as a free member, welcome. You have all access to exactly what was promised as the free member, and you get all that they told you to get with GroovePages, GrooveSell, and the whole suite of products that they mentioned. If you haven't looked at the upgrade option, I would highly recommend you do so. It's in the early stages, and it's only going to go up and up. So the price that it is now is not going to get less, and it's going to get more pretty soon. So I would highly recommend you click Learn More and look at it for two reasons. One, to see what the amazing offer is, and two, to look at it from a marketing mindset. How can you glean some marketing insights from this when you put your registration pages, your one-time offer pages together? This will teach you real quickly a live marketing process that's working very, very well. So you'd want to check that out if you haven't taken advantage of it, to consider it. And even if you have taken advantage of it, go back and review how they did it. And going back and think back, maybe even go back to the page that you saw you could get GroovePages and GrooveSell for free, and watch how that amazing offer literally gives the ultimate proposal. And this is before we get to diving into whether it's an opt-in page or a sales page that you're building within GroovePages. You want to do exactly what they did on that offer to get GroovePages and GrooveSell for free, which is massive value. And here's the phrase: nothing to lose and everything to gain, or everything to gain and nothing to lose. There's really no risk. It's just all value. So you take advantage of it, you get in, you see it, you're like, whoa, it's exactly what was promised. I'm getting this, I'm getting that. This is fantastic. And then they show you, hey, by the way, all that we promised is there for you waiting. However, we've also put together this incredible package that's going to be going away soon, but it's still available. And here, you want to take a look at it, because this is going to just show you an overwhelming amount of value that has a price point that's really high, that it's going to be down the road, but you can get it for a really low investment right now. And so think about that psychologically. Massive value for free. Then, if you like that, you're going to love this. So you had everything to gain, nothing to lose with that offer. You get it. You're amazed. You're loving the value. Then you go into the offer, which is, hey, look, thank you for trusting us. And look, we're in the foundational stages of this company. Here's what we have planned. Here's where we're going. And guess what? You, as a initial member, beta member in the beginning, are available to see this offer, which people down the road won't be able to see and or take advantage of. So let us show it to you. If you like it, fantastic. Take advantage of it. If you don't, no problem. Go access all the free stuff that we have for you inside. Go check it out. So how can you psychologically break that down into your offer creation? Think about that. As you craft your opt-in pages, as you craft your offers, this is a brilliant example. All right, so enough of me sharing that, but I guess the lesson behind that is, and I just clicked on GroovePages. These are the pages that I've built. Some of them are live. Some of them are examples that I do on the weekly trainings, but I'm going to scroll down and show you one that's live, and we're going to break it down. But prior to that, continuing and finalizing that last statement, when you look at the world that you interact with on a daily basis now, inside of GroovePages, inside of GrooveSell, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, as someone who has something that you want to share with a target audience, you go around looking at these experiences with your marketing goggles on, right? So as you are marketed to, which if we really think about it, we're being marketed to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in today's society. I mean, the phones are listening to us, for goodness sakes. And based on what is being said by us and others around us, we are seeing a unique experience on Facebook, inside Google, inside all the different places we go online. And if you aren't aware of that, that's the reality that we live in. It's almost like that movie with Tom Cruise, Minority Report. Remember when he was in the future and they were arresting people for predictive crimes, like they were going to commit a crime. And if you remember the movie, as he walked around, they had little sensors that picked up people's eyes and would know those people and give marketing specific to that person. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't aware, we're in that era right now without our eyes being used, but our digital profile. We are tagged on everything that we go visit. We are being marketed to based on our browsing, our clicking, our apps, our usage of apps, everything. Each of us have an individual Google experience. Each of us have an individual Facebook experience. So if you weren't aware of that, there you go. Now you know. There's roughly 7.5 billion people on the planet, and probably 3 billion are somewhere in that range are online, and there's 3 billion different experiences being seen based upon each of those individual users. So that said, let's circle back to GroovePages and GrooveSell. So here's a whole bunch of examples. I'm going to get to them quickly. But first, before we do that, I'm going to jump to some of the things that I normally do later on, but I'm going to get to this for our new users. When you first log in here, and just so you know, once again, I'll go back. So that was the main login at app.groovefunnels.com. I clicked on GroovePages. This is where you'll build your opt-in pages and or your sales pages. And then GrooveSell is where we'll go create the product and create the price points and affiliate programs and how people can pay you, etc. We'll show that. So once you're in here, the first thing you want to do is go over to the right-hand corner, the pancake, three lines there, click on them, go to My Integrations. I've already integrated my autoresponder Aweber and ActiveCampaign, and you will want to do that with your autoresponder service, and just simply click on Add, click on Integration Type, find the one that is yours: ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Campaign Monitor, Webform, GetResponse, GoToWebinar, Lead Lovers, MailChimp, Mautic, Perkzilla, Product Dino, Webinar Jam, Zapier. And Zapier is the catch-all for any email autoresponder that's not listed there. You should be able to connect it via Zapier. And pretty much there's different ways to connect them, but it's real simple. Just follow the process. Sometimes they ask you to go in and get URLs from inside, like ActiveCampaign. You have to go in and post a couple things, but Aweber, you just log in through this and it connects it. You'll see how simple it is to integrate them. Once they're integrated, now you'll be able to use any of the pages, any of the templates to connect it to your opt-in page and or connect it in GrooveSell to any of your sales process. Then once you've done that, then you want to click on this little button below that, which is New Site. Click on New Site. And yes, there's the blank template option. If you are a designer and you really just love creating stuff from a blank sheet of paper, that's your method. I'm far from that. I like starting with templates And that's where you scroll down below the blank template and you click on templates, and now the drop down occurs. And each and every week there's new templates being added. So the good news is, just once you get here for the first time, or if you've been there numerous times, do a quick scroll. And every week, if it's been a few days since you logged in, scroll all the way down, and then you'll see some new ones that are added. And as you'll see, it's getting into niche specific stuff. So real estate, chiropractor, software template, brand identity, long form sales letter, book writing and publishing, a whole bunch of different ones. Now, the cool part about it is, just because this is a health and fitness, thank you, does not mean that only is pertinent to health and fitness. You could have that for any niche, but that's just the starter template. And everything on the template, the graphics, the text, obviously everything there is modifiable. There's nothing that's solid that's not movable or modifiable. So the names are just there for you, and some of them will be helpful if you are in those particular niches. But do a quick scroll and you'll see there's lots of different new templates on a weekly basis that are being added. And down the road, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of templates. And right now, it's a really good start. I like this one. We're coming up in the presidential race, and this is, obviously I'm running for president. Not, I'm joking, but they use my image in creating this. Lucius created this and picked some funny pictures. I have some funny pictures of me doing a live video, and he chose some funny pictures there. But a whole bunch of different templates that are from a wide range of niches, and you just want to scroll through and find the one that is the right fit for what you're searching for. So if you're looking for a quick opt-in, so this yoga free opt-in funnel, real quick, let's just show that preview. So obviously it's framed around yoga, but all you have to do is change the image, change the headline, and drag in your integrated autoresponder, or integrate it with this form, and you're ready to go. That's how simple it is. Change the image, integrate this form with your autoresponder, and boom, you're done. I would also add a footer and also add in the disclaimers, the terms, service, and that type of stuff. If you're running ads, make sure that it's compliant to do that. But real simple, that's it. And so you scroll and you find the one that you want to work with. Now, I like keeping it simple. And basically, I just chose this one, and I'll just show you this one. I already selected, and this is the thing here. So it's a real quick pre-headline, headline, video, join, some as seen on. This is what you'll learn. Join the free training about your presenter, what people are saying, more reasons to join, and then an opt-in at the bottom. So that was the template that I used to create a page that we're going to dive into. And I'm going to cancel the templates, and then scroll down to my pages and get to the one that I did for my inner circle. And so basically I used that template that I just showed you and kept it real simple. So the first thing is, it's named whatever it was named in the template thing. So one of the first things you want to do once you get in there, if it's a page you're going to be using, is you go to the pages and you'll see the name that was inside of the templates. And you want to click here, and pretty much you go to rename, or you go to edit settings, and you'll be able to change everything in here. So it's real simple. And you just page name, page title, keywords if you want it, meta description if you want it. And there it is. So now, instead of saying VLS, when people go to the page, it's going to actually say Tom Beal Inner Circle. All right. So that's one of the first things. And then if you want to add pages, click on the add button. And then it's up to you to use templates, a URL importer, or a blank canvas. And so use templates. Like, you could pick any one of those templates to add another page, right? So you see how simple this is. All right. So I don't want to get too caught up in all the details, but I'm just going to show you. So real easily, all I did was change the headline. There's the headline. There's the video. So I went in, and all you have to do is click inside here. And you just start typing. Start typing new headline. Perfect. I hit return. I hit backspace, and there it goes. Watch how simple Groove is. Okay, right? And now I changed the headline. You know what? I liked my old headlines better. So I'm going to go up to this little back arrow here and watch this. I'm going to go back. There it is. Change it back. And I don't like start typing new headline. I'm going to go back. There it is. Step behind the scenes in Tom Beal's life as you learn how to take your life to new heights. I did just a brief video inside a hyperbaric chamber, and I told John Cornetta about it, co-founder of Groove, the whole Groove suite of products, the Groove Funnels companies, and Groove Digital. And he's the one who told me about this company, by the way. So I went to the company on John's recommendation. I did the hyperbaric chamber before he did. And I told him I did a live stream from inside there. And then yesterday he did a live stream from inside there. So I actually shared my story. And in doing so, I went through these 9 words. I've talked about these 9 words in some copywriting trainings that we've done, but here are the 9 words for you, whether you saw that before and need a reminder, or this is your first time hearing these. So in essence, when Mike Filsaime and I used to sit down to craft our offer, we would use these 9 words as a brief framework to begin taking that blank sheet of paper and saying, here's our offer. Here's what we're going to do. So here's the 9 words that help produce tens of millions of dollars for us. And in the scope of digital sales, it's been in the billions of dollars of people who have used these 9 words proactively, and some that used it whether they knew it or not. And here are the 9 words that you can now use proactively. Tell your story, share your results, sell your system. Once again, tell your story, share your results, sell your system. So in this brief video inside a hyperbaric chamber, I told my story, I shared my results, and I sold my system, which is join my new inner circle. And how I changed the video on this from this, video that was on the template page to my video was simply, as you see, I highlighted it and it says video YouTube. I go over to configure, and all I did was copy the video ID, which I'll show you. So if I go to videos and I go to just videos, here we go. All right, inside hyperbaric chamber. Up at the top here in the URL, all you need is this. After the V equals, you highlight what that is, copy it, and you go over here and you paste it. And just to show you, let me change it to another video. So let me show you. So life happens, how to deal with it. All right. So a lot of those that are like that, I'm doing live on either Instagram or Facebook Live. I'll do, which one will I do? Take control of 3 things that you can control. All right. So this one here. All right. So all I would do is click on this URL. I'd go highlight after the equal sign. I go over here and I click update. Not too complicated, right? Super simple. There you got it. And it's pixelated right now, but if we were to save it and whatever, it would be proper. Let's put it that way. Don't worry about that. But you know what? I like the other video that was created for that. So I'm going to go back, and there we go. It's back in there. Now, a lot of people it's kind of funny. Some people never trust someone who has a YouTube video that's not, used in the landscape mode instead of portrait. You have to know your target audience, right? This is not going to be sent out to people who don't know me. This is all to people who already know, like, and trust me. Many cases to previous clients who paid me thousands of dollars per month to have one-on-one consultancy with me. So to speak with me 1 hour per week, they were paying $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month. And now they're going to access that for what they paid in a month, less than that, for a whole year in a group coaching scenario inside my app. So this is not going to cold traffic. This is warm traffic. And I'm actually not looking to convince anybody pounding my chest, hey, here's who I am, here's how awesome I am. No, you either know it or you don't. And you know what? If you don't know me, don't even join, because I'm not there to prove any of that stuff. But for those who know me, they're going to see, holy crap, this is awesome. And then if we scroll back over here, you see, okay, there's the as seen on. Well, guess what? I didn't and it's not going to the public. So I deleted that whole thing. I don't have to do any chest pounding or bragging or anything like that in this particular thing. Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. What did I do? You're going to learn optimal health strategies, fulfilling relationship strategies, and business and financial growth strategies. And just gave some brief insights about that. Who's Tom Beal? Gave a brief little outline of who I am. Most people already know me. And then the what people are saying. Oops. The what people are saying. I actually added a few more. Right. So a few of my clients who paid me multiple thousands of dollars a month for years. And so I added Troy, Igor, Captain Lou. I've as an original co-founder with Mike Filsame and Captain Lou on the Marketers Cruise. 14 years going. This upcoming January is the only one that's being postponed because of this COVID stuff. So there's been 14 years in a row, and this upcoming January is now going to be later in 2021. And then a few other clients from some products that I did that are actually fast action bonuses. So if we scroll over and look at the template, I want to show you something. So the template only had what people are saying was only one of these boxes. Well, how did I get so many? Real simple. All I did was highlight the box. And when you're on this, you see that I'm in the text there. It's highlighted red. Well, all you have to do is click the up arrow to go up. Now it's got the whole box there. I'm going to go up again, and you see I've got that box. Now I've got this little thing here next to the delete and next to the up arrow. I'm going to click on that, and that's a clone. I cloned that box. So I just cloned that box several times, and that's how I got numerous of those types of elements inside this modified page. Now that that's there, I could either hit the back button, or that's all highlighted, I could hit the delete. And when you hit the delete, it's going to ask you to confirm. And you say, sure, and there you have it. So that's how simple this is. And the same thing that I did to change the video at the top is how I changed the videos in here. I just clicked on the actual video element, and you see it's highlighted. And at the bottom, it says Video YouTube. You go over here, click on Configure, and that's the code after the equal sign. I clicked Update, and that's how I updated it. And then I just changed the simple text in here. I could go into more detail of the text if I wanted to. Added a few testimonials. Threw in a couple fast action bonuses. Actually, and a neat little strategy was some of the testimonials are about their experience of working with me in a program that people get as a fast action bonus that people paid $1,000 to be a participant in. So that's kind of a psychological win. And by the way, when you join the inner circle for pennies on the dollar, you're also going to get access to this, which you heard people bragging about up above. And then another fast action bonus that people invested $5,000 a piece to be as a live attendee. And then people paid $500 a piece to get the videos of this course that Mike Filsame and I did together called the 7-Figure Code. And there's other fast action bonuses that you could throw in there, et cetera. And then, if you wanted, like you could even copy that one. Like you could do a whole bunch of different things. And then at the end, I could add in a whole nother call to action button and whatnot. I put a few testimonials down there. And I'm going to get better testimonials from Mike Filsame and John Cornetta. Here's a little insight. So this, I just wrote, this is real from Marshall Silver. I just wrote that from Mike. I just wrote that from John. Mike and John will both give me a way better testimonial than the one I put there, but it was just a placeholder because I want Marshall. A lot of people know and respect, and obviously people know and respect Mike and John as well. I have huge amounts of testimonials, but you want to choose the ones that for your target audience, who are they going to resonate with? And so that's the offer, and that's a real simple page. Like, and keep in mind, this is not going to cold traffic. There's going to be no advertising to this. This will go to my list. This actually will go mostly to my list of previous clients over the years, and will spread from word of mouth. Like, and on social media and things like that. And then when people click on this, so the button, it's simple as well. You can change the text inside the button. See how easy this is. Update. Boom, there it is. You can change the design. You can change the color of the text inside the button. The shadow, you can do all sorts of neat little things. Whatever you want to do, It's super, super simple. You can change the color of the button. Never would want that combo, but just to show you how simple all this is, right? And that looks terrible. So I'm going to go back, 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 back. One more time, or two more times. There you go. Join Tom's inner circle. There it is. So you can just you can play around, and if you don't like what you've done, hit back, 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 or forward. I could go forward if I want. See how easy this is. Now I still like the other one better. Join Tom's inner circle. And then when you're on the button, when you go to configure it as well, you then also can have it link to a page, and that would be a page that you'd have created inside here. A block, which would be a block on the page itself. So when they clicked on it, it would scroll down to whatever block that was. A URL, which I chose, and or a pop-up, which you had pre-created. You have to pre-create the pop-up over here before it would allow you to connect with that. But for me, I just chose URL, and then I picked the URL that is the URL I got from creating the product over in GrooveSell. So if you see, this is a GrooveSell URL. You'll see here, I just named it over in GrooveSell, my platoon, and then groovesell.com, and then it gives its code, which is specific for my product and that particular checkout process. So we'll show you. Then once you have that all squared away, you just click, I'm not going to click update because I messed that up. I just want to join Tom's inner circle. Already there, but just because if I clicked update with that text that was there, it was going to go to the text that was in the box, not what was on the page. So that's updated, all that squared away, and then all you have to do is click publish. Now with publish, you have several different options, and I'm going to publish it just to just locally within GroovePages is a subdomain. So I named the subdomain my platoon, and so that's the link. This link, tombeal.groovepages.com/my platoon. So when I click on it, it's going to open up, and here we have it. So it's got the video of me in the hyperbaric chamber. It's got the join button. It's got the promises and the pictures and about Tom, the join button, the testimonials, and the fast action bonuses, some testimonials at the bottom, etc. And I just put this together fairly quickly as a starter to show you how simple this stuff was. So there's going to be some refinements and revisions prior to it even being sent to my previous clients. But keep in mind, this isn't out to impress anybody. This is out to pound my chest and, hi, my name's Tom Beal. Here's all the great things I've done. Now, I do get into my story, and I share some things in here that are hopefully inspiring to my previous clients. But then the whole purpose of all this is like, look, you used to pay thousands of dollars per month to have the one-on-one access to me. Now, pretty much due to me being sick and tired of the nonsense on social media, I'm bringing it into my little world inside my own app. So on your iOS and Android phone, I've had an app for years, but now this is a specific app for my community. And and I've called it My Platoon because I was the #1 honor graduate from my platoon in United States Marine Corps boot camp. And I was, as the #1 honor man, due to helping solidify our platoon to come together, all walks, all races, all different economic backgrounds, all religious backgrounds, all societal backgrounds. I had to squash a lot of beef between people that were raised to not like other types of people. And we came together and won everything that we could win in boot camp. We won drill, we won rifle range, we won physical fitness tests, we won the sit down in educational tests, all that you could win through me being the guide of half of our 3-month journey in United States Marine Corps boot camp. And since being in the entrepreneurial world, that's exactly what I've done. I've helped teams become what they're capable of becoming. I bring the best out of people, and that's what we're going to do in my community. So I go through that process in this brief video, and then you can see as you click on it, check this out. You click on it, now it connects over to my platoon in GrooveSell. Right, so it went to the link that you saw in GroovePages, and it shows 2 different options: the monthly or the annual, and whether either option they choose. So, and I go, it's pretty simple. If you do a monthly or annual choice, generally, the way it's a decent enough incentive is if they take the annual, they pay for 10, get 2 months for free. Right, so if the monthly is 200, it's 2,000. If the monthly is 162, the annual is going to be 1620. Right, so it's just at a zero pretty much to what the monthly is, and that can be the annual. That's a quick way to, pay for 10 months and get 2 months for free, 60 days free if you take the annual. And that's what this is. And as you can see, I chose the multi-step. And once we get into GrooveSell, you'll see why. Because if someone clicks on this, you know what, I think I'll go with the annual, save 2 months and go with it. And they put their name in and their email and they click continue to billing. If they don't finish, you're going to see that they go into a different list in one of my email services that I integrated. And that list will be able to start up a follow-up process that tells me, hey, these people started to join, but they didn't finish, right? And then for the people that do finish, they're going to be added to a list of the clients. And when they're added to that list, I use Zapier to connect. So people that are added to the list that are paying members, they're now integrated with the app. So I have an iOS and Android app that once someone registers as it being a paid new member, new client through Zapier, that automatically invites them to the app process. So they get an email, and the email, they're sent to a page where they have to enter their cell phone. They receive a text with a special passcode. They download the app, they put their passcode in, and they have access. So it's a multi-step process, but it all begins here with GroovePages and GrooveSell. Pretty simple. So there's that. Now, I'm going to go back over to Groove Funnels. We're inside Groove Funnels, and I'm in GroovePages right now. And you've seen all this. You saw how I did this. I have not looked at any comments yet. So I'm going to jump over to StreamYard, and I'm going to stop the sharing because it freaks out when I'm in here doing that. And I'm going to look at this, and it looks okay. Great. So Groove Digital and David have been answering questions. So see, that's why we're an awesome dynamic duo. He's answering questions while I'm over there talking away and showing y'all how to do it. You can with any temp. Okay, great. Okay, so cool. So it looks like David answered a lot of questions. Boom. I'm going to see if there's anything in the private chat. No. Okay, so it looks like everything was good. And any questions that they have had, David has answered. So perfect. And David is great at also letting me know if there are questions that I should be answering. He'll bring it to my attention. So David, thank you for all that. And as you see, guys and gals here from all over the world, this is teamwork. That's how it works. All right. So I'm going to share the screen once again, entire screen, because I do get click happy, and I will jump back over. So once that shows me that we're in sharing that screen, David, I will jump over and start into GrooveSell. Perfect. All right. So I see that now. So you saw the GroovePages from start to finish, how simple that was. Now I'm going to click on the G in the upper corner here, and now I'm going to go over to GrooveSell. Actually, before I do that, let me go back to the G. There's the affiliate program, right? So learn how to earn 40% recurring residual and automatic 2-tier affiliate program. It shows you learn more here. What is an affiliate program? So you're inside Groove, right now, Groove Funnels, whether it's a free member that you're in and or a paid member took advantage of the special upgrade option, you're a part of the affiliate program. So you saw, you got all this massive value for free. And it's kind of like if you went to a great restaurant and they're like, hey, by the way, we're giving you this amazing $99 per thing per month for free, you'd want to tell your friends. So when you're here, you get your affiliate link and you tell your friends about it, and you can earn some good income at it. And you'll see Groove Affiliate has more info on it. But while I'm in GrooveSell, just let me show you. I haven't actively promoted this, like you'll see real quickly, but here's just the brief dashboard. And let me just do something real quick. So I'm going to go, it's the 15th right now. I'm going to go August 15th to September 15th. And this is, and you'll even see, like, this is not massively promoted. And keep in mind, I've shared it a few times on social media, a few times with some personal introductions. And you'll see, oh, I went with vendor. I didn't go with affiliate. I got to click on affiliate first. Okay. I'm on affiliate now. Now that will make sense. Affiliate, that makes, okay. So up in the corner here, that was my mistake. So you're a vendor means the products you've created, and it's affiliate right now. That's the affiliate stuff. So let me go back to August 15th to September 15th. and see this. So with like $2,000 in a month, here it is. It's 2020. And by the way, 2 is a special number for me because my son was born on 2/22/2002. When Mike and I were in Long Island and we'd done some decent results, he asked me one evening, we worked late, so we had vampire hours where it's probably 3:00 in the morning. He's like, man, so, and we've done, I think this was after a $1 million launch. He's like, man, we've done pretty well. Like, he's like, by the way, what's your dream car? He's like, is it a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something like that? I'm like, no, it's not. I said, it's Acura NSX. And he said this, when are you going to get one? I said, you know what? I never thought about that. Like, I didn't give myself permission to even get one. He's like, well, when are you going to get one? I'm like, it's a good idea. He's like, well, maybe start looking. So from that conversation that night, I went on eBay, found an Acura NSX, and it had 2,222 miles on it. So that's mine. That's mine. It was, and by the way, it was the original 1991 model. Like, so the original year that came out with, and this was in, what year was that? 2006. And had 2,222 miles on it on the odometer. So that one's mine. So anyhow, funny that here we are in 2020, and the commission from last month is $2,020.20, right? So 2s are pretty cool. But I didn't go out and massively promote this. And so look at just visitors. Let me go to visitors. 2, 15, 3, 20, 10. So 30, 3, 48, 50 visitors. 50 visitors. That's pretty darn good. 50 visitors. So 2020 divided by 50, $40 per visitor, right? So I'm just sharing like with you, like if you haven't looked at the affiliate program, I highly recommend you do. And this isn't like, you don't have to go out and like, hey, I'm full-time affiliate. You can, and there's people that are making full-time income. You can just share it. Like, hey, look, by the way, I'm using this cool service. Is not only cool service, you get on with this crazy dude named Tom, and David's there once a week, and you learn some amazing insights. If you've been here numerous weeks, like this is the real deal stuff. I have a $1 billion client. This is the same stuff that I work with them on. Like Mike and John and the whole Groove Funnels team brought me here because they know I deliver the goods. You're accessing literal, like to get me is not inexpensive, and they're doing it as an investment in you. So when you share, hey, you get this and this, and oh, by the way, there's live trainings, which are pretty darn good too. They go get it, and they get it for free. And the one-time offer is pretty darn irresistible. And so people are going to take that offer because it's darn irresistible. And when they do, you get commissions, right? So just throwing it out there. Like, does anyone like extra money? I mean, let me know in the comments. Does anyone like extra money? Let's see what we got here. Oh, so no comments yet? No one likes extra money? Let's see what's going on. There might be a delay. I'll check back. You can all send me extra money because I love extra money. I don't see any comments here, so hopefully, oh, there we go. Facebook user, yes. All right. So someone, of course, David says, yes, of course. All right. So y'all are here. That's good. There's a pulse. I like it when I'm talking to a crowd that has a pulse. Maddie, yes, I love extra money. All right. Ron, yes, very good. Very good. So we like to have fun here too, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate y'all playing along, but this literally is extra money. Jose, yes. And, Facebook user, me, yes. Right. Okay. So I'm glad to hear. And here's the fun part, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how many great results you get, you never step over a stack of money. You're like, oh, wow. Okay, cool. I happily receive that. I am a money magnet, and I happily receive that. Maddie, that's like asking who likes to breathe. Roke, yes, money. Rokia, yes, I do. I do. D, Hollingsworth, money signs. Rob, extra money says extra money is great. Awesome. All right. So y'all are here, and you see, we like to have fun. Money, a friend of mine. Roke, yes. See, we are all of the abundance mindset, and we happily receive that extra money. So there's extra money out there waiting for you. And that's just through you clicking on, when you first log in, it's vendor, click on affiliate, and then you can go to promos, and you get your links right here, and you click GrooveFunnels link, and you just use that link, right? So That's your affiliate link. Don't use this one that's on the screen. You can, that's going to give me money though, but don't, that's a long one. That'd be hard for you to do. But when you go into this area, promos, and you get here, you can see unique signups, sales, right? So of 70 signups, 15 sales, $3,000 in commissions. So I haven't promoted it much at all. Now I'm actually like, man, maybe I should promote this. Like I need to get more behind this. I got a lot of busy stuff happening, but this is now got enough attention where maybe it's time to put some proactive measures in place to amplify these results. So anyhow, click on that and there you go. Boom. That's your affiliate URL. Now, if you're a JV broker, that is someone who has friends that have lists. You don't send this to the public. You send this to people that you know that have lists that are affiliate marketers. Like, hey, I've got an offer for you that's converting like crazy that I think you might want to take a look at. You click this link and you send them this link. Then they like it. They sign up as an affiliate and you get an override. Every sale they make, you earn a certain percentage as well. So something to look into. And then obviously there's promo tools that show you all sorts of different assets that you can do to links, swipes, blog reviews, articles, social media, etc. It's all there for you. All right, so I digress. So let me go back to vendor. Okay, so now I'm on vendor, and I'm going to go from vendor, funnels, and now I'm going to show the funnel that I built in my platoon. So I'm going to go to actions, manage products. All right, so now how I got there, and basically this is a funnel and I could add more products. So if I wanted to have an upsell on this, so if people, you saw the original sale was $200 a month or $2,000 for the year. If I wanted to add a product, I would go here, I would click upsell, and I would name it, whatever I want to name it, and now it would be in this funnel that would allow me to not just sell the $200 per month or $2,000 per year, but then this would be another product that could be an upsell. Hey, congratulations, you're now in the inner circle. But guess what? That's a group coaching scenario for the elite. Now, this isn't for everybody. This is actually an application, by application only. I only have slots for 3 new people that are available to be one-on-one consultations. And normally that's over $5,000 per month. But since you just joined the monthly group mastermind, I have a special for you. It's going to be less than that. So I need to know first who you are, what you're up to, what your stumbling blocks are. And obviously, you're already producing great results because people that are paying multiple thousands of dollars a month to speak with me for an hour per week generally are doing over $1 million, in many cases, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, et cetera. So I need to know who you are. And from that, we're going to have a conversation and see if you're a right fit or not, and simply complete that application and blah, blah, blah. So that could be the upsell. And maybe I have, and I don't want to have I don't want to be inundated with a whole bunch of things. So it's a one-time $500 payment that basically just makes sure I don't have 50 people I need to talk to, maybe a few people that I talk to. And if it's not a fit for you, I give you your $500 back. If it is a fit, we credit that on the first payment, etc. But I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to go back and we're inside this funnel. If I wanted to create a whole different funnel, that starts back at funnels. And then we would click up here on new product funnel. Make sense? And then over here in the pancake, this is where the integrations are, etc. We already saw that I'm integrated with my autoresponders. You'd want to do that just to make sure that you're good to go. So once you get in here, I want to show you. So once you create the funnel, then you create the product. So this is the funnel and this is the product. So I'm going to go in here and click on the edit button to show you step by step what happens. And this is 11 steps. It's real simple. And you're going to see how simple it is as we go through it. And at the end, you saw how it gave me a URL. And that URL led to the checkout process. So you already know, you begin with the end in mind. Now we're going to show how this was created. So basically, when you start out, you just name it, My Platoon, Tom Beal's Inner Circle. It's a front-end product. And then you click Save or Next. But I'll just click, since it's already saved, I'll go to pricing. You saw I had 2 pricing possibilities. I went with my price point name, Tom Beal's Inner Circle monthly, default, recurring. You can pick one time, recurring, or installments. You could click a trial price if you want, but I don't have a trial. And then I picked the price and the interval. Real simple. Then I added a new price point by clicking that button, and I added the annual. It's not default. I went with the monthly as the default. This is also recurring, and then I went on the $2,000 per year. Real simple. I could add a new price point if I want. And it's real simple. Just click on add new price point. And you go through and you could pick any of those different things, installments. So I could go $700, you know, monthly. Actually, I'd go 700. I'll do 7,200, 720 monthly installments, right? So it could be an installment plan. Like, okay, you don't want to do monthly. We'll do 3 months of 720 as an installment, right? That's a possibility, but I don't want that one. So I'm going to hit the garbage. I'm going to cancel that, delete that. And now we're back to the 2. All right. Gateways. Real simple. Now, you have the option of payment gateways for PayPal, credit card, GrooveSell payments, PayPal risk mitigation. We'll go through each of these. Now with PayPal, the cool part about this is you can add different PayPal accounts. So I've added one of my PayPal accounts. You could add another one, and you could add a third one if you have a third one, etc. And if you have more than one PayPal account, this 100 right here means 100%, right? So I only have one. So I want 100% of the PayPal orders to go to this one. If I had another PayPal account inside here, I could have this one be 70%, the other one be 30%. And what this does is, if you know you're going to have some volume, this helps it lowers your risk of getting slapped by PayPal and having them keep your money, right? So if you know if you're going into a good campaign that's going to produce a lot of revenue, you don't want it all to go to one PayPal account because they're going to flip out and hold your money. So you put both PayPal accounts in here and you go 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, depending on which one season more, etc. And that's up to your discretion. For me, I only put one PayPal option here and I wanted 100%. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. Now, same thing for credit card. Right now, this is just my Stripe. You add a gateway. That's my Stripe. And that was all through the integrations that I did as well. And it set up gateways right here. And if you had more than one, you could, just like the PayPal, split it 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, etc. You just want to make sure that however many you have there in credit card adds up to 100. Then GrooveSell payments is coming soon. That's going to be similar to a ClickBank scenario where they can pay inside GrooveSell, and GrooveSell makes your affiliate payments and makes payments to you, etc. And coming soon also is PayPal risk mitigation, which is going to go deeper than what the risk mitigation is here, which is you just adding numerous PayPal accounts and divvying it up, making sure that they all add up to 100%. Then you have the option to apply for a merchant account. GroovePay is there to help you. They have the most affordable rates out there, and set up gateways. That's where you connect your PayPal and your Stripe and any other PayPal gateways. You simply Stripe, Authorize Net, NMI, PayPal. Add your gateway, and you're good to go. So there we are with that. I'm going to go to contents and sales page. You just pick the URL of the sales page you want that to go to. You pick the thank you page, which I'm going to update. Right now, I just have it going to my YouTube page. I'm going to have a thank you page that's welcoming them. Hey, congratulations, you've joined my platoon. That's my inner circle. And inside here, here's what you can expect. And first thing you're going to do, and I'll show them, you're going to receive an email. And in that email, it's going to send you to a link that you click on, that then you enter your phone number, because that's where we need to send you the text message to join the app. And you'll have all the app details along with your passcode. You simply log in, and that's where we're going to be interacting and conducting all of the training, etc. So, and you could have different thank you pages for each of the payment options. So for annually, another thing that you can do for annual is give them an additional bonus. And not only did the monthly is 200, the annual is 2,000. So you pay for 10, you get 60 days for free. But those who also choose to take advantage of the annual get this additional bonus. And so you can add in bonuses that are specific to the annual thing. Now, if that's the case, you could use a whole different thank you page URL that's, hey, congratulations, not only are you part of the inner circle, but you made the wise choice of taking advantage of the annual subscription. And in doing so, that unlocked this special course. And actually, I do have a course that's a $2,000 course that, when we initially released it, did roughly $500,000 in the first week. And it's amazing. And so they're going to get access to that when they join at the annual level. So I'll have a thank you page specific for that. And then refund period, 0. This is a 0. Like I said, this is not going to cold traffic. This is only to people who know me. And as I progress that page, it's like, look, you're only receiving this because you're cool, because we know each other. And if you aren't interested, no worries, no harm, no foul. But you know the value in this, so join. But look, there's no refund. You can cancel at any time, but there's absolutely zero refunds. And so you'll see even more about that as we progress. So the checkout, basically GrooveSell hosted. There's going to be more options coming. Look and feel, I kept it simple. I just picked the blue sidebar, form and fields. I left the company out. You can take off all these others if you don't want them. Express checkouts, no, use the full checkout experience. If you have some upsells, etc., you could activate the straight through payments. Cart abandonment. Now, this is the cool part for the monthly and the annually. So I named a new list in active campaign. As you can see here, My Platoon Inner Circle, incomplete registration. So whether they chose monthly or annually and they didn't complete the cart and aren't a member, they now are part of the autoresponder of My Platoon Inner Circle, incomplete registration. And that's simply just add new integration. And that's that you connect. You saw I had Aweber or active campaign. You choose that and you pick which list you want them to be a part of. You can add in some custom tracking scripts, things of that nature. Legal. I did add this, as you heard in the other step, no refunds, agree to vendor specific terms and conditions. I clicked that and said, you can cancel at any time. There are no refunds. So real clearly in numerous places, this will be shown as a checkbox on your product checkout. They have to click that. Yep, I understand. You can cancel anytime. There are no refunds. Language, fixed. Eventually, there's going to be some dynamic coming. Some extra security for legal stuff. Exit pop-up is coming soon. Testimonials coming soon. Stay tuned for that. Bump offers coming soon. Not yet, but a bump offer, little checkbox. Yes, I'd also like this, some other, $20 or $100, some $97 gift or high value that's discounted severely to a much lower price. Funnel. And this, again, you're able to change the thank you page that you saw a few steps back. You could change it to a different upsell URL. So if you have a whole nother upsell page, you could actually click that and put the link in there. But we'll just keep it with the thank you page that you saw earlier in the steps. And then you can also enable some advanced tracking code. Fulfillment. So I used Zapier for fulfillment. So both of these in the near future will be able, if you took the special offer, you could do the integrated membership, things like that, and or a downloadable file coming soon. No access page, and then there are different integrations. So I integrated it so people that did complete the monthly or annual process, they're now in my list, My Platoon Inner Circle. And then there's some webhook. If you don't know what a webhook is, your tech person would. That helps integrate stuff between buyers and access to certain membership sites, things like that. Affiliates. So if you have your product and you want affiliates to share this, you can activate the affiliate program. And then, for this type of stuff, this isn't like a digital thing. This is my time, my energy. So it's not the 50% commissions and things like that, but I'm willing to give some commissions for the monthly, 20% affiliate commission. For the annual, 15% affiliate commissions, and no second tier on either of those. And that's a way just, hey, a way to share the love for anybody that's a fit for this. Here's your affiliate link, go share it. And obviously, here's the criteria. No a-holes allowed, must be cool, must be successful, and ready to take their life to the next level. Proof, coming soon. Actually, you could add proof widgets. I think that actually has happened since I created this. So proof widgets, I've yet to play with this. Interesting. So cool. This actually was coming soon when I've created this just a few days ago. So I haven't played around with this yet, but now proof widgets, pretty darn cool. So I'm gonna have to play around with that to figure out how to use that. It was coming soon, and it's soon is now. And then finish. Now finish, this is where you can take this code, and this gets into some tracking stuff. So I don't think I actually did this on the other step. So I'll do this now. So I'm going to copy this, and it says, paste this code in the body section of this product's sales page. So in the body section of this product's sales page. So I'm going to exit out of here and do that right now. GroovePages. Scroll down. The body section. So I'm going to go to pages. Is this it? Custom code in the body. Yes. Here we go. So this is the body. I'm going to paste that code there. Boom. Now it's going to be able to tell me how many visitors it's had, and of the visitors, how many converted, and which converted on monthly, which converted on annual, based on that tracking right there. So that's pretty powerful. All right. So I'm going to go back now. Actually, I didn't save that. Let me see if that saved it without me saving it or not. So I was getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to go back to pages, edit settings, and go to body. Nope, because I didn't save it. So now I'm going to go here. Make sure you keep your eye on the ball, right? So I got moving too quick. So I saved, I clicked check there, but I didn't save here. So I'm going to save it. And just to be safe, I'll click publish. I'll publish that here, which when you save it, it automatically updates. But I just want to make sure. So there we go. And I'm going to go back to GrooveSell to show you how I got that link, because I need to take the link. So that was the tracking. I just input the tracking to where it told me to. Now I'm going to go back to funnels. There's all the funnels I created. I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to click actions, manage products. Oh, and one other step, there's an activate. So when you first, I'm going to go back. So when you first do this, it says change to draft mode. I'll do that real quickly. Change to draft mode. Yes. Okay, so when it's, see right here, it says draft mode. It's not live yet, right? So that's the last step. So after we exit, we got the code, we went and put the code back, we came back. If you haven't made it live yet, it's going to be in draft mode, and the button, even if you went right now, that URL I put over there, it's in draft mode. It won't work. So it has to go live. So you go over here and you go make live. Make live. Yes. Boom. And there it is. So now I'm going to go to manage products. And then I'm going to get the shopping cart. I click on the shopping cart. And then you have a couple options. You have a one-step process now, or multi-step. One step or multi-step. You saw I did the multi-step, and I think you know why. Why did I do the multi-step? So that I can get the cart abandonment. Like, look, stuff happens. They started it, and hey, dinner's ready. Come on, or oh shoot, we got to go. I'll get back to it later, right? So they started it. They entered their name and their email next, but they didn't complete the process. So I went multi-step. One step is name, address, credit card, boom, all in one fell swoop. And with that, obviously, I don't capture that first step of their name and email address. So I went multi-step. I went with the multi-price checkout. And that's so that they can pick monthly or annual, right? And you can turn them off. So if you had multiple other price options, you could turn off. I don't want that. Or, so if you had some special pricing, which you can do, like on the page where it had all the different, you saw how I chose monthly or annual, you could do Black Friday sale. You could do, my birthday's next week, next Tuesday. I'm 1 week away from turning another year older and wiser. So I could have a birthday sale, special birthday sale price. I wouldn't want that on the everyday option, right? Ooh, birthday special. Yeah. Boom. And you're like, whoa, why am I getting all these orders at the low price point? What's going on? So you can take them off of just by simply untoggling it. And then you generate the link. And there you have it. There is the link. You copy that. And you go back over to GroovePages. Scroll down to that page. Open editor. And now each of those URLs on the buttons. So each of those buttons would have that URL. And so I click on it. I go here. I'm just going to go to the end of it. 010. I want to make sure. Okay, it changed. All right. I wonder if I have to update all those. Watch what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click update. I'm going to go publish. And I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to check. Right? You always want to check. So that last one, this top one, was the new button. Voila, there it is. Perfect. And maybe because I made some modifications and changed some things and edited some things. Let's see if the old URL gets me there. It does. Perfect. So it looks like it's all good. So the old URL, which was a different one, still brought me to this. but I think it gave me a new one because I made some changes. You saw me add some things, delete some things, and that's why it probably gave me the new URL, because normally when I've done this in the past, it was the same URL, but I never changed some stuff. So something to keep in mind. Now, I would go through and check every single button just to make sure. And that's something that hopefully is helpful to you. And then you want to check other things like, okay, does this work? Yep. Okay. All of it works, right? It's all there. It all works. And you saw how I integrated it with GrooveSell. And it looks like all of the order buttons get me there and would work. And then obviously you would also want to do a test purchase, things of that nature, before going live and putting ads out there and all that fun stuff. You always want to do a test purchase. And there's ways to do that. You could add a whole different price point of, $5. It's a test purchase. Go through that and process it, etc., just to make sure all is working. And it's adding people to the right lists and things like that, which should and does work pretty simply. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to build your sales page within GroovePages, integrate it with GrooveSell. Now, I told you something earlier that I'm going to test. And so David showed me something prior to going live today that was fairly new, and I'm gonna test this out. So what I'm gonna do is go to Elements, and I'm gonna scroll down, and there it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's play around. So there's GrooveSell checkout. Watch this. I'm gonna drag this over. I'm gonna put it right there, even though that's not where it would want to be, but that's where I'm putting it for this demonstration, just to show you. So now there's this possibility. Obviously, the wrong spot, but for demonstration purposes, let's roll with this. Now, I'm going to click on it, and now you see I'm in GrooveSell checkout. I go over here to configure. I click type, checkout page, funnel, my platoon, product, my platoon, type of checkout. I'll do multi-price point. I'm going to do one step. Price point, my platoon 1. Here we go. See this. I'm going to update. See what happens. I have no idea what happened. So David, I did mess it up. All right. So no clue what happened. I'm going to go actually single price point, one step, my platoon 1. See if that does it. Aha. All right. So see, you play around, right? Like we talked about earlier. So now this is new. So I haven't had time to play around with this. David just showed me minutes before we came on board. Obviously, this is not the right way that I would want to make this happen. It doesn't even show the right price point. I have to play around with it to see what's going on here. But instead of going back and forth between GrooveSell and GroovePages, it's now going to be as simple as that, as dragging in either this, where people can complete that right on the initial sales page. Now think about this. This could be, what I would do actually is create a whole nother page in here, and it would be a shortened version. And obviously this, now I could create a whole bunch of bullet points. Here's what you're going to get, boom, 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 boom. And that could be a customized page within, I would name that order, right? So it would be whatever the URL is, /order, and it would be there with the recap of what they're getting. The other thing that he showed me, I'm going to delete this, is, and actually I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. I'll go back, and I'm going to drag this down. See here, playing around. Not sure. Okay, here we go. I got to drag this down like this. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's enough fixing around. All right. Okay, so there's that. All right, so now he also showed me this. So let's test this out. So he said you also have this option. So when I went to Elements, you saw how I dragged that whole big thing in, but there's also a way to drag in a button. Let's drag a button in over here. Buy. Okay, so it's not, this is brand new. So it's not super fancy and flashy right now, but background color, we're going to make it that. Color of the text, we're going to make it white. Buy, and buy. We don't want it to say buy. We're going to say type checkout page, funnel, my platoon, product, my platoon, type of checkout, single price point, 1 step, annual update. Boom. And so now, I could modify it. I could do all sorts of stuff. So anyhow, now without going back and forth, that now is going to bring people to the 1 step. Let's try this out. Check it out. We're going to publish this. Publish. Boom. There it is. Let's go to the URL and check this out. Watch how this works. So instead of going back and forth, this is brand new. And so I have to go where I put that, and it is supposed to be here. So I must have messed up somewhere. See, I prefaced it.
Just refresh the page. It is because of caching.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Perfect. See, that's why David's here to save me from this. So now we scroll down. See, let's look at that. He knows what he's doing. Now, when I click on buy, let's see what happens. 1 step, not multi-step, right? 1 step annual. There you go. There it is. And as remember, you saw it. Yes, you can cancel any time. There are no refunds. They have to check that, which helps you if you get any people who dispute it. Well, look, I stated it on my terms, and they actually checked. They clicked the checkbox. You can cancel anytime. There are no refunds. It's pretty clear, right? So that's the process, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting simpler and simpler every day. And each week that we meet, David's sharing with me new updates that are cool and awesome. And this is one of them, right? So that's a simpler way than going back and forth between GroovePages and GrooveSell. So you see there's continual improvement that's going on. And just to show you, because I probably won't want that on now. That was more for demonstration purposes. I'm going to delete that. Gone. Simple as that. And publish. Boom. There you go. So that is how to go from a template to modifying the template to creating modifying the order buttons, integrating the order buttons with the URL that you got from GrooveSell by creating your product and service. And there you go. You're ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to jump back over to the StreamYard, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to see if we have any questions. So David, fill me in. Are there any questions that you feel we should discuss prior to wrapping up?
So most of the questions that were general, I managed to answer. There is one from Kenneth that is basically asking you, what services are you using for rebilling, Stripe, PayPal?
Both, yes. So as you saw when I was in GrooveSell, I've had both payment options, and as people go through the process, they get to select whether they want to use PayPal or Stripe, and both of them rebill. So if they choose the monthly, it's going to rebill every month for when they join. If they chose the annual, it's going to rebill every year, unless they cancel. They can cancel at any time, and then so once it bills, there's no refunds. But there's the cancel at any time option. So they can cancel it, and there will be no more rebills, either through PayPal or Stripe.
Absolutely. So this was the only question that I didn't know, didn't want to answer, but most of the other ones are basically general, and I managed to answer those. So guys, in case you have any last minute questions, you can just drop it in here. We could get Tom to answer those.
Sure. Well, and actually, while you're doing that, I'll share my screen to show a couple other resources. So as you're going through and creating your page, and you're using GroovePages, you're using GrooveSell, there's going to be questions, right? So when you go to this URL, groovedigitalacademy.com, you're going to create your free account with the email address that you use to access your GroovePages and GrooveSell. And when you do, you're able to just log in. It's real simple. And once you're inside, you have access to massive amounts of training. So we're talking about GrooveFunnels. So in the GrooveFunnels training, it's pretty kick butt. You got the quick help. You got the onboarding series, Groove Video Search, which you can actually type in the keywords of the issues that you're having problems with. And from all the videos that I've created and David's created and others have created, it's going to pull up some videos that can help you. It's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. Right? The webinar replays on demand is where you're going to see the replays from our Tuesdays with Tom and David. GroovePages training, publish your site, website building, integrations, GrooveSell, product funnels, products, tutorials, Groove affiliate tips, walkthroughs, the Groove Partner Program, GroovePages for affiliate marketing, Groove Funnels promotion tools, GroovePages custom domain, and Lemonade trainings with David, who goes deep into some awesome trainings, live builds with David, live Q&A sessions, tutorials, GroovePages show and tell, all there for you in between our weekly get-togethers. And then when you're able to make it live, join us live. You see some new updated trainings. You get your questions answered. We're here to help you succeed. It's up to you to, in between now and next week, get an opt-in page created, get a sales page created, take action, play around in it. And guess what? You're going to go from not knowing what the heck you're doing to like, I get it. And the light bulbs are going to go off. Okay, now I see this. Okay, it's not, it goes from complicated to pretty simple, kind of like tying a shoe. Sucked at first, but you just whip it out now. You're pretty quick and easy with it. So play around with it. You're going to learn more experientially than you are watching David, watching me. Get in there and just create some sites. Guess what? They're going to suck. They're going to look like crap, but you're going to learn. And from that learning, you're going to get better and better and better. And you're going to be able to build some opt-in pages that get people to go on your list. You'll be able to get to build a relationship with them, look to know, like, and trust you. You'll be able to create some offer pages that show some tremendous value that they're like, heck yeah, I want that. And you're going to earn some clients. You're going to earn some revenues, some profits that can literally transform your life. And in the meantime, you can learn some affiliate tips on how to take advantage of this amazing service, share it with people who are looking to, put some extra effort in and grow some revenues and profits. Take advantage of these products and services, and many of them will take the irresistible offer, and you can earn some good commissions in the meantime. So that resource is there as well. Anything else, David?
Yes. So Pierre is asking, do you need a special account in PayPal to be able to rebill? So I can answer this one because this is related to some of our new features that were launched recently. And in our system, Groove is one of the first partners with PayPal Commerce, and this is now available inside GrooveSell. So whenever you go and integrate PayPal, it automatically converts your account. Basically, it asks you to log in using your username and your password, and it converts it so that you can use PayPal Commerce for selling your own products. Basically, GrooveSell pulls in your account, converts it, and makes it ready for you to be able to sell with it. So this is awesome. For when it does this one, the rebills and everything becomes very smooth with PayPal. So that's new. That was published recently. We're still working with PayPal. They had some trouble on their side, but that is being ironed out with our developers.
Very cool. Awesome answer, David, and great questions inside here. It's always a pleasure to have you here. My hope is that opened your eyes to the simplicity of this. Don't overcomplicate it. Roll your sleeves up, get in there, play around with it, make some sites live, and then go test it. Hey, and the great part is when you're testing it, hey, guys and gals, on your Facebook profile, on whatever social media place you go, hey, I just created this new page. I'm seeing if it works. And you go test it out, make sure it works for you. And you get people in your world. You start to get them to see it. And a lot of times when people check it out, they're like, man, I kind of like what Sally had to say there. I kind of like what Joan had to say, or Kenneth had to say, or Pierre. Like, so, start planting some seeds as you're testing this stuff. And then once you find, hey, look, I'm getting certain data out of every 100 people that are coming to this, I'm getting 40 people opting in. Like, boom, okay, now start putting some traffic mechanisms behind it to get more people on your list. Communicate with them more, create more offers. And watch how your email list will grow, your revenues and profits will grow when you take the proper, consistent action. All right. So Absolutely. Thanks again, David. Thank you all for joining. I look forward to seeing you here next week. Challenge is between now and next week, go create an opt-in page. If you already got that squared away, go create an offer page and be ready to share it with us next week so we can take a look.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a good